So you did well, you got a great resume, you got a great letter, and you got invited.
Yes, that's perfect. So now you have your job interview. What happens then? How do you need to prepare? Let's have a look.
So you are invited to the job interview. Congratulations. Here are some tips that apply to every interview in every sector. Do not badmouth previous employers, even if they really deserve it. This is considered very unprofessional. Do ask questions, especially at the end of the interview. It shows that you are interested in the company. Do not become too personal. The first interview is not the right arena to talk about religious or political views. Avoid cliches and empty catchphrases such as "I go 110% or "I never see problems, I only see opportunities," because these empty catchphrases, they signal insincerity to the interviewers. They have heard these empty lines hundreds, maybe even thousands of times. Do not talk about money during the first interview. Do not try to convince those who are interviewing you that you master the basic skills that are needed for the job. If you are invited to an interview for a financial position, for instance, they already are convinced that you have the required financial skills, otherwise you would have not been invited. So instead, focus on convincing them that you are a good fit. When you're invited to a job interview, that means that you have already passed filters. If this is a large company, you have passed the ATS, the applicant tracking system, and also the human recruiter. Now, both of them, they have looked at your skills on paper and have determined that it meets their standards. So what is then the point of the interview? Well, there may be many reasons. A senior HR professional at Unilever, which is one of the largest companies in the world, said the following: "During interviews, I just like to test the fit with the company. The person who gets the job is not the only person qualified. It is the person who is qualified and fits best to our department. If I'm hiring for the sales department, I'm checking to see if this person is social, likable, charming, makes good eye contact, and has a confident body language. These are important factors for the sales department. When I interview someone for a role in the finance department, I don't care about these factors so much. If they make little eye contact, I don't care. I make small talk with them to determine if in their lives they are organized and pay attention to small details. Why? Because these are the traits that are important for the finance department." We can show you many more quotes such as this. They all point toward a similar trend, namely, the point of the interview is not to convince that you have the minimum required skills. The point of the interview is to find out who of the best candidates, who all possess the minimum required skills, is the best fit to the organization. That is why many interviews start with this famous question. It's a very famous question. Tell me something about yourself. The point of this question is to give you the opportunity to really show yourself, so that those who interview you, can determine if you fit in. Now, on the internet, you will find many pages and videos that teach you the best answer to the question, "Tell me something about yourself." However, there is no one correct answer. The question is designed to see who you are and if you fit the job, the department, the organization. Since each job or each department or each organization might be different, there is no way that one answer will be the best. That is just not possible. So do not waste your time memorizing, best answers, because it makes no sense. If you nevertheless want to improve your chances, do some research about the people you're going to work with. Find out what kind of people they are and what their culture is. In the interview, try to position yourself as a good fit to that culture. That is the number one most important tip that we can give you. So, if these are creative people, talk about your hobby, which might be, for instance, painting or playing some kind of musical instrument, because that shows that you're also creative. If these are highly idealistic people who are very much involved in making the world a better place, then Speak about, for instance, the volunteer work you did some years ago, because that shows that you fit in with those people. Connect, fit in. That is the number one tip.